up now. Now I have to do a Pablo. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Cities Skylines Podcast, brought to you by SimNation and Paradox Interactive. All of the opinions are my own and do not represent Paradox Interactive in any way. And today, my name is Jan, and I'm all alone. Pablo has left me. I don't know where he is, but I'm forced to do this on my own. I am scared. I don't know what's going to happen. But no, we are going to record a regular podcast as we normally do, except at this time I'm alone. As I said, Pablo has gone off on a vacation somewhere. How dare he? Ooh, we've got those stray hair. How dare he go on vacation and leave me all alone to fend for myself? But that does not matter. It's time for the podcast. This week on the podcast, we're going to talk a little bit about the latest patch notes for patch 1.06b, and we're also going to cover some community topics and talk a little bit about mods and stuff like that. It might be a little bit of a shorter episode because there won't be as much discussion because I am on my own. Still very sad about that. Anywho, the content timestamp is below, as always. I'm looking at myself over there, while I should be looking over there. Over. The content timestamp is below, and all the links that I will talk about today are also in the description below. And yeah, let's get going. Yeah, because I am on my own, I have to click a lot of things. First thing I want to talk about is the patch notes for 1.0.6b. They have rolled out a patch. There's a lot of patch. Well, there's not a lot of patch notes, there's several patch notes. They fixed several issues where permissions weren't allowed. Then they fixed a bunch of issues with Linux, so if you're running the game on Linux, it now works properly. The Mac, I believe on the Mac, the workshop still doesn't work. And they are very sorry about that. But it is on their priority list, so that should hopefully get fixed soon. They also added a bunch of changes to the modding API. They nerfed parks, decreasing commercial demand, which was a big problem because you basically didn't need commercial if you had parks at all. And they added the road upgrade tool. Okay, this is the important one. There was a mod for this which allowed you to upgrade two-way roads that went both ways, into one-way roads. Woo! And then change the direction. However, this is now implemented into the game, so you can now upgrade two-way roads into one-way roads as well as then right-click to determine that one-way road direction. The building effect radius. Oh, they added the film grain slider, which is awesome because I turned that off because I do not like film grain. It doesn't look very good. If you had the mod, the film grain mod, it did notify you that, hey, you know, it's automatically disabled because we added this in. Chirper now has volume audio options, which is fantastic. I don't like the Chirper that much. I do use a mod for it now, which is called the Chirper Banner mod, I think. And it just changes the chirper to a kind of rotating banner at the top of the screen, which is a lot more useful for me and a lot less annoying. What else? Intro screen can be skipped with mouse click or key press. That's okay. Blah blah blah. Nothing else really. I mean, they fixed holding down mouse button and release that kept some UI tools active. Buildings updated to the workshop will now go through respective tags automatically. The buildings that were already in didn't, which is a problem. What else? What else? They fixed text issues. And yeah, that's it. They fixed pedestrian bridge color slightly because it looked wrong from a distance, and that's it. There's still a lot on the to-do list, and they are continuing to fix things, and we're actually going to talk about the next section immediately. I'm gonna go into the community section really quick. in a slightly different order because it applies to the patch notes. Now, on the 24th, which is for me today, because I'm recording on the 24th, you get this on the 25th, because I record on Tuesdays. They now have... there was a thread posted by Infidel Killer saying, are we going to get weekly patches? Because there's been a few bugs and, you know, how are they planning on doing it? And there's been an official response. It's a long topic, I'm not going to read the entire thing to you, but they did put an official response. Carolina said that they cannot promise weekly patches, because there's only 13 of them, but they're going to patch critical bugs as quickly as possible, while also at the same time rather taking more time with certain patches to provide good, reliable, and well-tested patches that make the game better. And Totally Moo, so John also responded saying that longer cycles is better quality, because if things don't need a bug or a hotfix, then they can take longer to patch them. And there was one last one on the second page, I think it was, by Marzu, who said that they're looking... there is apparently an asset problem in Mac and Linux that should be hotfixed, and they are looking into this, but they have no ETA as of yet. So yeah, if you want to read the full patch notes, the link is in the description below. We have them on our website, lovingly formatted for you. And yeah, the next thing I kind of want to talk about, because I find these things really awesome, is a couple of weeks ago, when the game came out, maybe a day, was it the day after release or about 2 days after release, they gave us pictures of a chirper mug, which I immediately went and was like, hey, can I get the chirper mug? I would really like the chirper mug. Well, now there were 2 chirper mugs in existence at the beginning, and they've added some more, so Totally Moo, aka John, got himself his own chirper mug, which I love that it says why you don't like chirper, and it's a sad chirper mug. I would love this mug. He did say that they're trying to get this as a merchandise item. I would love this. I'm just saying now. I would buy this. I would buy this one in particular because it's a sad chirper, and I hate the chirper. And yeah, I would totally buy this. So John, get working on that. But I find it a really fun kind of way to. I find it a fun way to understand that not everyone in the community likes the chirper, because not everyone does. I know I personally don't like the chirper. I forgot my water bottle over there. Pfft, so far away. But while the chirper can be interesting and can be fun, and with the chirper banner mod, it's a lot better to use. I do feel that the chirper was a great function in the game and a great idea in the game, but not entirely properly implemented. But otherwise amazing. So that's why I use the chirper banner, so I can still have the chirper in a very much less obtrusive way. Yes. I've only gone for 7 minutes, and I need to do at least another 7 minutes of this. Holy but Jesus. It's a lot more difficult doing this on your own. I will tell you that, guys. It's a lot more difficult. I should be used to it, but I'm not. The other thing I kind of wanted to talk about is all the mods that we have for Cities Skylines. There are thousands. I think there are over 16, 17,000 mods now in the Steam Workshop. I can actually check. Let me quickly check. I will quickly open up the workshop if it opens up properly. Can we go by all? Browse by tag, map, mod, save game, assets. There's just so many assets. Intersections are there's so many intersections which make no sense. Intersections repeat themselves through the workshop all the time. So these are now properly, lovingly set up. If you go into the Steam Workshop, I'll put the link in the description below. But there is so many items. There is 20,000 709 entries at the moment of recording, which is, as I said, Tuesday the 24th at 2 p.m. 2:30 p.m. There are so many. Ooh, there's a Starbucks. I need to look at that. But I am with Simnation. I work on trying to bring you the best mods in a nicely curated manner. So if you head over to our website, if you go to simnation.tv/cityskylines/mods, there will be a link in the description below. We have curated about the 100 best mods, or the most interesting mods that we found. Some of those are, alternative hospitals, like Wayne Enterprises, this color store which changes color every time you place it, because it has several options. Like the Space Needle, the Emerald Plaza, I love the KBC Tower. And the Mass Effect Relay, there's so many more. Lane Changer, which is the UI for this mod in particular is not the best, but it's a useful mod. Extended Public Transport UI, which is amazing. Built out of Venice. More starting money. Solar thermal energy parks. It's just... I am amazed every time I go into the workshop, and every time I talk about the workshop and the mods, I'm amazed at how amazing some people are at creating all this content. I personally cannot not even fathom making something for the workshop. I cannot even fathom beginning making this an asset, making a building, or making a landmark, or making a prop, or making whatever. I personally cannot fathom doing that. And we've seen in the past how long have we been released? 2 weeks? In the last 2 weeks, 20,000 mods. Granted, a lot of those are those intersections which are annoying and everyone is kind of fed up with. At least I'm fed up with them, because I have to go through 2,000 mods a day, finding the best ones. But I'm amazed at the outpouring of community content for this game, whether it be Let's Plays, or be mods, or be buildings, be assets, be reviews, be postings on Reddit. The Cities Skylines Reddit is amazing. I just go through the front page of it usually because I don't have time to go through more. But the things people build, and the screenshots they take, and the designs for cities, they leave me going. Firstly, they leave me inspired to try to build such a good thing in my own city or in my own game. And they also kind of leave me in awe, because sometimes you look at some of these pictures and you're like, oh my god, I never realized that this part of the game, or this specific thing in the game, can be so beautiful. The game itself is incredibly beautiful. I still think that the UI needs a bit of fixing, but it's beautiful. You look at the game and you go, this is beauty. This looks beautiful. The amount of creativity that is allowed is amazing, and just love it. Just love it. Don't get me wrong, I find issues, I find things that are wrong with the game, I find things that annoy me in the game. Like specifically the traffic doesn't like using multiple lanes for no apparent reason, because they're idiots. And the UI isn't, doesn't give you enough feedback on certain things, and that, I don't know, but there's a bunch more. That I can build 2 dams on a river and make it work. That's my biggest one. That, there's a lot of things that I find in the game that bothers me. But there's a lot of things that I love in the game. And the game itself is very, very pretty. Like, my favorite thing to do... My favorite part of my city, I'll put it that way, is almost purely made out of custom content. And I call it Little Moscow. And it's just literally Soviet buildings with Soviet hospitals, Soviet schools, Soviet everything. And Soviet tenements and apartments and houses, and it's just my favorite part of the city because it's this community created thing, and I just love it. But yeah, as I said, you can find shit tons of mods on our website, simnation.tv. we have a mod section. They are lovely. I love using them. I use a lot of the mods. I think one of the more amazing one is the zonable pedestrian paths. New train stations, new high schools. You know, Lidl, Aldi. Lot of things. I think one of the one that was most talked about is the Los Santos GTA 5 map. This one was talked about so much by everyone, and this is a save game. It's not a map. I mean, it is a map, but it's a save game because the city is already built in it. But it looks beautiful. I played around with it, and it looks amazing. I curated it on our website, of course. And it just looks beautiful. Beautiful. The chirper mugs. I want the chirper mugs. Oh. I also want a t-shirt with a chirper on it. That should be a thing. But yeah, as I said, if you head over to our website to simulation.tv, we have let's plays, we have reviews, we have chats, we have progress updates, we have everything. You can check out our normal podcasts. We have top 10 post-release mods, top 10 pre-release mods. We have, you know, how simulation work, the reviews. We have several guides. Everything. There's a lot of things in there. A lot of things in there. A lot and lots and lots and lots. Quickly going to open up the Reddit over here because I was going to show you guys something from it, but I forgot to open it up, which happens. I found this amazing. I don't know why. I don't like intersections in the game. I mean, I don't like intersections in general, but this one, just for some reason, I'm gonna move this down just a little bit so you guys can actually see it. This is a it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 highway 6 highway intersection, which works. This breaks my brain. I can't even figure out where everything goes already, and I can't even build intersections already, but this just breaks my brain. This was posted on the Cities Skylines Reddit, which I have open here, by Guanlong, and it just, I don't know. I suggest you guys take a look at the Cities Skylines Reddit. The Cities Skylines Reddit is amazing. There's so many things. There's some funny things, like the best road configuration. This I find hilarious. This I find incredibly hilarious. This definitely causes no traffic. We have, you know, spontaneous livestock combustion. There's just hilarious things that are on Reddit that I would love to, that, you know, you should see. There's also just talk about what the best ways to do certain things is. If you need help with the game, go to the Reddit or go to the forums, and it just, you know, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. This is about 20 minutes long now, I think. So, because I feel like I've done a shit job. No, I do apologize that this isn't our standard episode where it's me and Pablo having a lovely discussion about the game, or a lovely discussion about anything. Well, about the game, or about the community, or about the mods, or about the forums, or about anything. It's just me. It isn't as interactive as it normally would be, because, you know, it's a lot more difficult to do this on your own. Especially sitting in front of my camera going, yeah. But I hope you guys still enjoyed this podcast. If you are watching this on the SimNation side, on our SimNation YouTube, make sure to check out Paradox Extra channel. Links to the description below, as well as the Paradox forums, forum.paradoxplaza.com, which are currently in the process of migrating to a new platform, so we won't be able to post. However, do still check them out. There's still amazing things up there. And if you're watching this on the Paradox Extra side, make sure to check our our channel out, youtube.com/simnation, and our website simnation.tv, which has all the links to all our other social media, as well as our forums where we discuss the game and have after action reports. Actually, there's a few people posting after action reports in there, including myself. And it's fun. It's fun. Come join the fun. Come join. and make sure to check out our modding section as well. As I said in the beginning, all views and things that I've said mostly do not represent Paradox in any way, and are my own opinions, and do not represent Pablo in any way, because otherwise he might kill me if he might. What? Well, I probably said something that will upset him. Probably. I always do. It isn't that difficult to do. But as I said, that has been it. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Make sure to tune in again in 2 weeks' time when we will return with more. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh, this is the most satisfying thing ever. We are God in SimCity 4. Wow, that was loud. Oh, you're gonna eat that, huh? You're gonna eat it. I see. What? Nothing. Okay.
And now she is tossing that salad with her... Stop sticking your finger in your ear! Alright, she's tossing the salad with her earwax.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It does them really well. Okay.
Oh, they're coming for you, Pablo!
Shit,
Run!
Oh, yeah. These road trips, man, are killing me. Anyway, let me know whenever we are recording. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Extended Play. I'm your host, this is Stuart, and that is a fancy, fancy sign. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.